Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a guide on the motorcycle club businesses. Now the biker DLC was released back in 2016 and we're making a guide in 2021. Yes guys, 2021, because that's all we can do in GTA Online. So this is in line with the double money that's going on this week, and hopefully you find this video helpful. If you do, please click on like and consider subscribing, and let's do this. Now the first thing you should note is that the MC business is a passive business. Passive meaning you don't have to be actively involved in the business. You just need to periodically go and resupply the business and do different annoying delivery drops to earn the money. Now to start things off, you need a clubhouse as the base of your operations for your motorcycle club. Now the location of your clubhouse isn't really important, but I personally prefer to have my clubhouse close to all my other locations. Now to find the different clubhouses, you go into your phone and click on Mazebank foreclosures. Click on clubhouses and you can see that they're scattered all across the map. Now these are all the ones in the city, and you can see that they're not too expensive, but if you scroll up you'll find some in the desert as well. Now I personally prefer this one, and because I've got the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack, it's for free. Now if you go into it, you'll have different selections while buying your clubhouse, and each selection will have a cost, which is in your left hand corner in green. Now your mural is just what's painted on the wall, and I would just choose the one that's for free. Your style is your interior decorations for your clubhouse, and you can see if you prefer A or B, but B does have a cost to it. The second or the third one instead is your club emblem. Now each the emblem will also have a cost to it. The second one is free, and I generally just keep it on the second one. And the next one is your club name. Now it's time for you guys to get creative with some club names. Now remember, this is going to be flashed across your screen when you're doing any delivery mission. So I'm going to choose Bims the Nation, and I'm going to choose as a font, maybe that one. Yeah. Okay, go back. That one, this one seems about decent. It's Beams the Nation and that font. Now guys, really a gun locker you don't need to worry about right now. You will have the chance to buy more gun lockers in some of your other properties, and a custom bike shop you can buy at a later stage. You see, it costs 530,000, which is the cost of essentially one clubhouse. Once you're done, you can see I didn't choose anything additional, so my whole clubhouse was free again because of the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. Now that we bought our clubhouse, let's head to it and let's start buying MC businesses. Now because I've got the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack, the cash counterfeit business is free, and I'll use the cash counterfeit business just to show you guys how to start off each business. Now as soon as you enter the clubhouse, you'll be met by LTG, and LTG will take you through a full tour of the clubhouse. Let's watch and listen.
Alright. I guess you're gonna be starting some kind of MC chapter of your own? This got all the recreational facilities your crew gonna want. Darts, juke, arm wrestling table, working bar, whatever. Yo, you gotta invite some prospects, get them to join the club, then you lay down the hierarchy. You usually need like a VP, a road captain, a sergeant at arms, definitely an enforcer, something like that. Each role got its own perks and its own responsibilities. Hey, it's good to keep shit organized, because there's jobs out there folks will pay an OMC to do. Get them out of trouble with the 5-0, run protection, make hits, whatever. Work goes up on the board, and you can take it if you want it. What else you need to know? There's plenty of room to store your bikes. Every club member gets a spot. If y'all want to set up a bike shop, we can make that happen. You got to pay for the work, though, on all those rides. But it's all good, because you got a cat on site. There's a spot where a gun locker can go, should y'all need the artillery stored in the building. And then we got a PC back here on an anonymity network. Ha! You seen that shit? The feds don't pick you up. You can hook it up with these internet cats to run illicit businesses. Take a look at that shit. For real. You'll thank me.
Now, to be honest, you're not going to use the arm wrestling and the darts, and if you plan to do this mostly solo, you won't have to assign any members and any hierarchies anyway. So, I mean, you guys are free to go and check it out, but I've never used it Okay, and if we head on back, we'll come to our MC office. Now, you'll notice that there's a bed in this office. And just a general rule in GTA Online, if there is a bed within any of the properties or personal living quarters, those are spawn locations. And for an MC double week like this, if you plan to take advantage of it and you want to be close to your MC businesses, you can set your spawn location to your clubhouse. Now, let's look at all the different properties on the laptop itself. Now you can say Cocaine has 4 different properties, and I personally prefer the one in Alimony C. The second one is the methamphetamine lab, which again has 4 properties, and I prefer the one in Gran Serena Desert. Heading right over to Cash Counterfeit, you can see that the one in Gran Serena Desert is free because of the Criminal Enterprise starter pack. This is the one that I'm gonna buy just to show you guys how to start it up. Now there is also weed, and there's also document forgeries. In weed there's 4 different types, and on the times that I have had weed, I've selected the first one. I've never had document forgeries because you actually make a loss on it, so I've never actually owned that property, and I'll show you all the values a bit later on. Now guys, the reason why I'm a rank 1 in this video is because I've created a secondary character and have not transferred any of my rank across. Now the reason I've done that is so that I could better show you guys the MC businesses from the perspective of a beginner who doesn't have any of the businesses. On my primary character, I've had the coke, meth and cash counterfeit, and I've just bought weed as well. And with that, I couldn't have shown you all the businesses on the main computer screen. Now guys, you may also ask, why did I choose or recommend all the locations in the desert? Now, having played this game for so long, I've done delivery missions from both the desert to the city and the city to the desert. I personally found that the delivery missions from the desert to the city were easier downhill than from the city to the desert, which is uphill. Also, all your clubhouses and your MC businesses are much more expensive when they're based in the city than when they're based in the desert. Now, if we have a look at my approach on the map, you'll see that all the businesses are in a triangle, where that's coke, that's the clubhouse, that's cash counterfeit, and that is methamphetamine, all very close to each other. Okay, and once we arrive at cash counterfeit, we're going to want to go through the blue marker, which will take us into the business itself. Now, this is the cash counterfeit business that's located in the desert. We go in and we'll be taken to another split screen. Now let's watch the little split screen to give us a little bit more information. Then once the split screen is done, we're going to want to head over to the laptop, which is on the desk in front of us, and we're going to want to log in. Now we'll automatically register as an MC president once we log in, and we're going to hit setup and go into a setup mission in order to get the supplies to first run our business. Once you hit on setup, it will take an outside and you get a phone call from LGT in which he tells you to go and pick up a stockade. Now let's see where the stockade spawns for us. It can be across the map, so we're actually lucky, it's very close by, so let's go pick up the stockade. And setup is complete, guys. So you can see this was just basically a pick up and drop off mission, pretty easy. We put into another split screen where it just tells us about production stuff and about the stock accruing. Nothing too significant over there. Now guys, once we're back, we're going to want to resupply our business. Now think of these businesses as a real business where you need raw materials and staff to produce the goods which you need to deliver. Now that you've got the building and the staff, you need to get the raw materials to produce the product to then deliver. Now we've got two options. We've got the buy supplies or steal supplies. I suggest you steal supplies up till a time where you have your equipment or your staff upgrade, and I'll show you that a bit later. Now the problem with steal supply missions is they take rather long to do. They can take 10, possibly 15 to 20 minutes if you're a new player. And one steal mission doesn't fill up your full bars of supplies that your business needs to produce one round of produce. Now that's why I suggest you buy supplies once you've done either the equipment or staff upgrade, and use the time that you save to do other in-game activities to earn additional cash. Now this is another top tip I can give you guys, and I've done this countless times. If you're new and if you don't have any fast vehicles or an oppressor to just fly across the map, don't be afraid to go crossroad. Climb the mountains, go across the grass fields. I promise you it cuts out so many times. You can see, I mean, I sped this up, but it took me next to no time to get across the map here. Now we're going to want to repeat these missions until our supply bar within our business is full. Now how do we check that? Right, if you go into any one of your MC businesses and if you look on the bottom right of the screen, you'll see a little gray area that says value, product and supply. Your supply bar is the green bar that's right at the bottom. Now you'll have to do enough steal missions to fill up that green bar, and that can be quite a few. Once there are supplies within your business will start accruing stock. Your product bar is the amount of product that your business has already accrued. Now you will need to come and resupply your business after a certain amount of time for your business to carry on producing, as it's already used up all of the supplies. The very top bar is the value of your product that you have accrued so far. Now the value that you see there is your delivery mission to Blaine County, and I'll explain those a little later. Now guys, I have spoken a lot about upgrades within the businesses. If we look on the computer in any of the MC businesses, we can see the upgrades for that specific business. Now we have three types: the equipment, staff and security. Your equipment upgrade is just the upgrade of the equipment so that you can produce better quality product using less raw materials. Your staff upgrade just gives you more staff to use. Now your next upgrade is your security upgrade, and it's a rather important one. Your security upgrade will give you a set of cameras in your cash and math business, and you can use these cameras to go like AFK to accrue stock. A security system will also help extend your raid time. Now what are raids? Well, a raid is Rockstar's failsafe to prevent you from staying idle and producing stock within your business for too long. Now raid depends on two factors. One is the amount of stock which you have already produced, and two, the amount of time that you are idle. For the MC businesses, you're looking at a product level of about 50% and over. In terms of the idle timer, for a coke lockup you're looking at about 3 hours. Meth you're looking at about 4 hours and above. Cash counterfeit you're looking at about 5 hours about. Weed farm you're looking at about 6 hours and above. Now you can delay being raided by deregistering as an MC president immediately after you finish an mission, or not staying registered as an MC president as you do things within the game. Now being raided has some dire consequences. You could lose all your stock that you have already accrued if you fail within the mission. Your mission is pretty easy, where you just got to defend your business against police, and I will do another guide on how to do that mission later on in the series. Now I just want to add a few figures and help you guys understand these businesses more. So if you look at the top left, I've got the total investment, and this is the amount of cash we'll have to put into this business for it to be fully upgraded. Now you can see I've got the base cost, which is just the base business, the equipment, staff and security upgrade for each of the businesses. If you look at cocaine, it's going to cost us 2.8 million for a fully upgraded business. Meth is going to also cost us 2.8 million. Cash counterfeit is going to cost us 2.3 million. Weed will cost us 1.9 million, and document forgery will cost us 1.3 million. Now, each business will have a daily fee, and the daily fee is essentially your staff, running, and utilities, and also depends on whether you've got the equipment, staff, and security upgrade. Your base fee for your Coke, for instance, is $4,500. Once you put the equipment upgrade, your daily fee will go up by $2,250. Your staff upgrade will go up by $1,500, and your security upgrade will go by a further $750. Your total daily fee for a fully upgraded business is therefore $9,000. Now, your daily fee will be deducted off your bank account every 48 minutes or one in-game day. How you prevent this from happening is just deregister as an MC President once you have done everything that you need to. Once you do this, you will only be slapped with the daily fee when you register again as an MC President. Now, if you look at the bottom left, the very top, we can see the amount of resupplies each business will take in order to produce a full round of stock. Now, Coke will take 2.5 resupplies and it will cost us $185,000. This will take 2 hours, and so we'll have to resupply every 2 hours. The Meth Lab will take us 2.25 and it will cost us $180,000. And this will happen every 2 hours and 24 minutes. So we'll have to resupply every 2 hours 24 minutes. Cash Counterfeit will take us 2 resupplies at $150,000 and it'll take us 2 hours and 40 minutes for each resupply. Now guys, once your product buy is full, you go to the computer in that specific MC business and you click on sell stock. Once you click on sell stock, you'll notice that there are two options. You can either sell to Blaine County or to Los Santos. You'll see that the difference in sale values are quite significant as well. Blaine County is a nearby delivery mission, while Los Santos is a much further delivery mission. I would still always choose Los Santos because it'll always pay you out more and it's just not worth delivering to Blaine County. And also remember that the product bar that's on the right hand side of your screen as soon as you enter your MC business is your sale amount to Blaine County and not to Los Santos.
Alright.
Now, looking at the total return you would get on each business, we can see that on a normal week, on a fully upgraded business, Coke for instance, will fetch us $420,000 through a Los Santos sale. Resupply costs will be $185,000 and daily fees will be $27,000 because of 3 resupplies. This will give us a total profit of $208,000. Now on a double week guys, you can see that profit jumps to $628,000 and that's for next to no work. And guys, you will notice that I did not put document forgery and weed into these figures. This is because with document forgery you will be making a loss, like even with a fully upgraded business, and with weed you'll be making a lesser profit than you do on cash counterfeit. And finally guys, we come to the delivery missions. Now you can spawn 7 different delivery missions and some are more annoying than others. I will tell you exactly which delivery missions you can manage solo. So the first one guys, you get this UPS van and this is the most annoying mission, and what you basically have to do is drive a van across the map in Los Santos and do 5 different drops. Now there are 3 vehicles and these drops take really long because the van is slow and cannot climb hills. I've only managed to do 2 out of the 3 vans solo, and there's really, if you do spawn this mission, it would rather be better to just go into your map menu and say a find new session to quit the mission. When you do this, you will lose a bit of stock, but it's definitely worth it because you lose more stock when you cannot complete this mission than by just finding a new session. The second sell mission that you could get are with dozen trucks. Now on a similar basis, you have to drive around the dozen truck and make 5 different drops per dozen truck across the map. You will spawn 3 for a fully produced business. Now I have managed to complete solo runs with both a meth and cash drop. Coke is a bit too far and I couldn't make the drop. I should ever tell you guys that I only made these solo drops because I used my oppressor from my last drop location back to the business to pick the next drop up. So if you don't have a oppressor, rather don't do this mission and do the find new session trick that I told you about earlier. Okay guys, then you get biker missions. Now you could get 2 different types of biker missions. You could get one where you just have to deliver your bikes to the back of a truck, or one where you are spawned into a fully police undercover mission, and you have to go to a drop-off point, trigger the police and escape the police and drop them off at the backup location. These are pretty easy to do. If you don't have a oppressor to go back and forth to get each bike, you will struggle. I have done this one solo, but there are 4 bikes to drop off at 4 different locations. Next up, guys, you could either get a seaplane or a helicopter mission. Now you will spawn only 3 seaplanes or helicopters for either mission, and each one will carry 5, where you just have to fly around the map and drop it at different locations. My best advice for these missions are to just follow a path which goes around the map and use the same vehicle to get back to get your next vehicle. If you're doing it solo, you can do both solo. Don't backtrack to another point which you've passed, because this is just going to waste time. Now with the seaplane, you should note that you need to be low enough on your altimeter so that it doesn't trigger the cops, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to do. You can also get the boat mission, which is one of the more easier missions to do. Now you'll spawn 3 boats and you'll be dropping 5 product per boat. Now this mission can be done solo, and all you have to do is take the boat from your last location or your last drop off and drive your boat back to where your boat spawned initially. If you want to use that oppressor, all you have to do is get onto land, spawn your oppressor and fly your oppressor to your next boat. And guys, the very last delivery, and this is the easiest one, is a single truck, where you just have to drive 1 truck to 1 single location that's based in Los Santos. Now this mission is pretty easy, and you do get gangbangers that come after you, but they pretty much don't do anything. They just shoot you or shoot the back of your truck, and that's about it. So if you get this mission, you're really lucky. It can be done within 5 minutes and you're done and will get the full payday. And guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please click on like and consider subscribing. I'm sorry for it being 21 minutes long. There was rather a lot to go through with the MC businesses, but hopefully this helped you guys. Stay safe.